Morning guys, Chris Rathmell, Fit Nottingham Personal Training and FatAttackFitnessCamp.com. I've just got another quick one. I'm just running a few video blogs this morning, just want to hammer a few out. So someone asked me about illnesses over the winter and how we can pre-prepare the body for it. So really interested, I love this kind of question. So essentially at this time of year, this is the kind of time of year where we need to prepare our bodies for what's going to happen over the winter. The weather's just about starting to turn. Where are we today? We're in the middle of October somewhere, so actually it's starting to turn out, it's getting a little bit colder, we're starting to feel the chill, we're bringing the winter coats out, we're bringing all that kind of thing back. So we need to prepare our bodies now for what's going to happen during kind of November, December, January, and all this kind of snow, which is apparently starting to come down. So one of the reasons we start to get ill is most people have heard of kind of vitamin C, we get deficient in that. Actually, one of the other reasons is actually vitamin D. That's the major one I'm going to talk to you about today. So vitamin D is, for me, one of the essential things that we need to start putting back in the system. Now, for those of you who don't know, vitamin D is derived from the sun, from UVA and UVB rays. Now, we picked that up majorly during the summer months, and we've had a fantastic year for it this year. We've actually got huge amounts of sunlight from 7 a.m. through to 7 p.m. So we hopefully a lot of us have been getting a small amount of unprotected sun where we can actually absorb the rays and use them. The body will then store that UVA and UV rays as vitamin D and store it in a place called the liver, and the liver will then store it for a set period of time. Now, the data I've read says it's roughly about 3 months worth of storage. So as we get through October, November, December, we're starting to deplete this. Now, that's because we don't actually then derive it from the sun. The reason being is that the sun doesn't quite rise as high in the sky. So the sun is actually a lot lower now than it usually is, which means it doesn't get high enough to give us UVA and UVB rays. Now, unless you guys are going on holiday over the winter or you're going skiing, a lot of clients do that, then you're not going to get any extra, you're not going to top up your levels. So the most essential thing is to prevent that kind of the immune problem, is to start supplementing with it. So vitamin D is massive for your immune system. It actually helps a lot of other vitamins and minerals absorb themselves. And actually when we have a low levels of vitamin D, it affects our immune response and things. So it's going to make us more susceptible to illness. So one of the most essential things that I get to do with clients is to start supplementing now. Just one kind of tablet a day. They're classed as IU, so I get a supplement with 1 tablet per day. That just then is used over the winter period, which then allows them to kind of keep their immune system really healthy. If you then double that up with a vitamin C intake as well, that's going to help massively as well. Now, there's loads of ways you can get vitamin C into your diet, and if you're struggling, then I recommend supplements. But if you're making sure you're having lots of fresh fruit and veg, that's essential for vitamin C. One of my favourite ones is actually something called sauerkraut. You may not have heard of that. It's like a fermented cabbage. It's brilliant. It comes in a little pot from Sainsbury's or Tesco, whichever supermarket you use. And actually, I get the clients to use that with their salads. Now, that again becomes essential this time of year because it has a huge amount of vitamin C base within. It's also great for your digestive system as well. So my 2 tips for kind of making sure that you're not going to get ill this winter are: 1, make sure you're still getting outside, making sure you're still being active, but also trying to get some vitamin D into the system. So keep topping those levels up. So this is unfortunately, you have to take it from tablet form. The second one is to keep eating all the fresh foods you've been eating over the summer as well. So keep the variation in there. Berries, seeds, kind of all your greens are essential for it. And then sauerkraut is my top one. If you are struggling with the amount of kind of vegetables that you need to get in, then I would always suggest using a vitamin C supplement. They can, especially at times when you go through stressful times, busy periods of work, vitamin C is always good to keep your immune system boosted. So vitamin C, vitamin D, essential for the system, and make sure you kind of getting them in. So that's the way to protect yourself over the winter months. So I hope that's helpful. So any questions about where to get it from, give me a shout and I'll let you know. So I'll speak to you guys soon. Cheers.